And hello everybody, and welcome to the vlog, rant, whatever thing that I usually do. Um, and today I wanted to mix it up a bit, play some Factorio, look around in the factory that we have been making on the Arumba community. The last 2 days or something like that. It have really been a thing that the Roomba community thing servers have been up. So since my last talk and rant and things, it have been a crazy week in the. I have really not been doing that much, which I should have been doing, and have been doing a lot of things that I shouldn't have been doing, and yeah, I'm exhausted. I didn't sleep enough for most of the week, and because of this, because of all of this, because of this giant, super big facility shit that's people have been building the last 24 hours. They have been using Roomba's computer until he had to go off to record some massa, and from there I took over because from the perspective of everything, I'm the one who have the dedicated server, and I have a good enough internet connection that I actually is able to have around 30 people in here if I want to. It is nighttime in America right now, or it is school hours, work hours, I guess. I don't know what time it actually is in America, and I don't know whether they got their Christmas holidays. But that is the reason why there is not so many people on here right now. But this is the save from the official Roomba overnight stream. Part 2. The part 1 I also hosted after that people or after Arumba crashed. The thing where that Arumba went into God mode, and then after a short while the thing crashed because it didn't like that he was a guard. So that was crazy. But in the all of speaking Lolpi, but all in all, what have been happening is that I hosted after that somebody else hosted. I think that it went through 4 people or something before the last guy went off with the last copy of the save file, and he sent it to me over Discord. And when I woke up, and then went in and I turned on my server computer for rendering, and then I set up a Factorio server which have been running ever since. But when Roomba came back and they heard that we've been playing 30 hours on the factory, and he about what would that have been? About the 24 of them was without him. Then he went to, but then I'm not a part of the thing and not a part of the building, and you can go crazy when you start something, and when you come back you just feel that everybody did it for you, and you lose some of that experience of being a part of it. And I can understand why Roomba would feel that, and I would feel that too. That if I went in, started a thing, and when I come back, all of this has happened. All of this factory has happened. And I would be crazy too. There's always problems, and we are playing in a really, really, really long mode where everything just takes a while. And yeah, it's crazy. But what I also have been doing since I have since I started hosting this is that the meanwhile my other computer have been used for hosting. I have been using my main computer to play some Dome stuff, and we recorded some of that yesterday. I really think that the WTTP community is starting to come back together again here during the winter, and I hope that we can get some recording done. I spoke to Ilyach earlier today, asking him why we were never on the Discord channel for Welcome to the Podcast, and he said that it was because he had a lot of things that were going on his computer, and the Discord would only be another thing and another notification that you have to take care of, and another place that you have to be always available. And as I said, that I understand why you can feel that you might be more or have to be more available on Discord, or if you have Discord on your computer on all the time, rather than just not having anything. But what I think it all comes down to is not whether he have it on his computer or not, and whether he feels that he have to be more available if you have it turned on than if he's have not turned it on. And the thing is that for me, I feel that if he just chooses to have it on his cell phone and chooses to have the notifications for the 2 important channels, or actually not 2 important channels, but the 1 important channel. If he chooses to only have the notification for that, and there is some private chatting going around between me, GD, and him, I think that we can accomplish a lot of things, and I think that that is what I really want to happen. I know that it is hard being available all the time. I know that YouTube is a hard time, and he have some school and GAD have some school, and I don't have anything at the time, and people somehow demands that I get something, and it is really hard doing what I'm doing right now, and living like I am is not a cheap way of life, and I should maybe figure out what to do with my life, like for real, or I should give up, maybe. That's the thing that always comes to me, is that whether should I choose to give up and just say no, I'm not gonna do this anymore, and I don't know what to do with anything anymore, or should I go to a state of mental illness where I just kill people? It isn't for the first time that I have just almost killed somebody just for being bad at their job, and it won't be the last time. If people keep screwing up, and I know that I make mistakes. I do, and it was hard as a stage technician and as a light technician, and so to see people screw up and see people being stupid because of stupidness, and where people says that one XLR stick XLR is not the same as another XLR, and just for reference, because people might not know what an XLR is, that this is an XLR and this is an XLR, but they are not the same. So this have 5 holes and this has 3 pins. They of course don't go together, but there is 2 types of XLRs, and in the light and sound, and the 5 holes is just one with 5 holes. You just still have to face the same way, so please don't screw up and just put it in the fucking hole for me. And I have really been annoyed about people being stupid about small things, like I don't know how to DMX, and I don't know how to use that and that and that because it is light, and like just leave my stage. It's not the first time that I asked somebody to just leave the stage and never come back. And have I continued as a stage technician, and continued as a technician? It might not have been the last time. And that's bothers me actually a bit, because who am I to actually decide whether people should be allowed to work or not? Especially when we are in a situation where we don't really have a lot of jobs here in Denmark at the moment, and I think that if I chooses to say that you're not allowed to be here, then it might give some problems for the business and the branch, and it can be. I know that if people screw up, then you have to fix the screw up. But as a stage technician, the show have to go on, and we have to be done 8 o'clock because the band is on the stage 8 o'clock. So we have to be done at that time, and that meant that we had a really short deadlines, and we had to be done. There was no where we can just spend another hour doing what we can and fiddle around, and then we can just have to be done. That it is were more important to get the job done in time than it was to actually make the job look pretty, and that is of course hard for a visual technician, because a visual technician normally would prefer to have something look beautiful, and I can't make anything look beautiful if I also have to hurry up and just be done before anything goes wrong. And that is that were really hard for me, because what I really wanted was just now hiding up character. But what I really wanted was just to do a great job, and do something that I normally wouldn't be able to do. Maybe, I don't know. I just want to do my best, and want to show that I am also capable of doing this. And it's really hard when you have to be done before you have to be pretty. I guess it's really hard to get further if done is more important than pretty, because that means that you're always stuck in the same infinite loop of done, and then people say, oh, but your work is not good enough. Like, no, because I wasn't allowed to use the time that the work takes to make it pretty. I'm only allowed to use the time that the work takes to make it done. So I have to, when I do it, I had to learn how to do it in the first time around. So I just had to say, here, just put it there and switch it. And first time I twitched a lamp. That was the way the lamp had to face, because I didn't have time to go up and twitch it again. The lamp had to twitch right the first time, or then it wasn't good enough. So that means that then we're more important than pretty. I didn't have the time to just say that I want to focus like 12 paracans. No, I had to focus them when I hang them up. So I was just hang up, focus, down, next, hang up, focus, down, next. and that really made me crazy. And when I had to control lights, I know how to control lights, and I know how to do lights, and I've been doing that for a long time. But when I had to do that, I had to have a USB stick with my entire programming on, which I had made beforehand from a show earlier on the month or on the year, and then just using the same light show everywhere, so I just could program in the small differences, running around with my iPad remote controlling all my focus, just so I had everything done when the show was done, or when the show had to be. Meanwhile, I were doing all my light shit and trying to make that done and pretty. I also had to help the sound technicians, and sound technicians is like small babies without a brain. Okay? Fuck you, sound technicians. Fuck you, because you should learn how to do your fucking job yourself, because light takes longer than sound. So do it yourself, because I am not done when you are. And the reason why I'm always done as the last person in this fucking business is because all sound technicians needs help. I never have time to do my job. When a sound technician or a stupid sound homo comes around and say, "Help me with my speakers because I don't know how to use the can." Like, shut up, do your job, because I'm doing my job. I'm trying to be done. I'm trying to make something here which takes longer than you stupid sound. I know that sound might be important for a band, because that is the whole idea of music, but doing lights always takes twice the time. But when you have to help sound technicians with their work, it takes 4 times the time to do the lights, because you always have to run around like an idiot doing shit, because sound technicians are stupid in their head and thinks that they're the most important people in the world. They are not. They're stupid. They're just fucking gays or babies who doesn't know what they want, so they just say that they want everything. They should just shut up, do their job, and let the real men do the job, okay? Just shut up and do your work, okay? That's the only thing. Don't ask me to do your job. Do it yourself. Because I am in a hurry to be done with my job. And I really is in a hurry. I'm really stressed sometimes when I've been doing things like that. Like, I had to at some point just put down my iPad when there were a band on the stage, and that was my only opportunity to really do the last focus. But when the band was on the stage, then my former boss just, Michael, can I ask you to go with Fubu and help me with these speakers? Like, can't he do that himself? I know that I'm a technician and stuff, and I know that I am educated and I have the educations that I have, but do I really have to help him? The thing that I did was carry like 3 cables, and that was more important than doing the light for the show. Okay. And then afterwards I had to go back and grab my iPad, and there were no band on the stage, so I had to just guess. It's great, right? Just guess what you're gonna do, and then just do the last programming while the band is on the stage. Because you can do that with sound, so why can't you with light? Because that it's not that easy to do with light. You have to focus every individual lamp, and you have to clear the memory every time you do that. But every time you clear the memory, the lamps goes back to the state of 0. or something like that. Which means that could you just fuck yourself? You just do the last of your programming while the band is on stage? No. The reason why I had the USB stick in the first place was because then I could do the last of my programming, because I did all the first part of my programming months ago. Because I had that show that I always keep with the lamps already programmed in, with all the colors in, all the gobos in, all this shit in. The only thing that I had to do was to focus the lamps and be sure that all the cues were right, and maybe reprogram the cues that wasn't. But when I have to carry 3 XLR cables, and that is more important than doing a hard logic work, which is programming. I don't know. Apparently 3 XLR cables carried by a small guy instead of a big guy with a lot of muscles is more... I can't understand it. So I went and said that this was not my kind of business. And I have to rant about it. I have to really say it to somebody, and you are those somebody. Because I thought that I would work out through, but I didn't, and that might have costed me the brain that I had at some point. And then I just said, okay, then just fuck it all, because I'm apparently not good enough for your fucking business. And then just do your business, because apparently I'm not good enough, because I don't know anything about sound. And apparently that makes me an idiot in your eyes. So why the fuck do you have me? I just went there 2 weeks ago and say that if this is all you if this is all you want me for, it's just to treat me like an idiot, and force me to do stupid things, and be even more stressed because that I have to do 2 jobs at the same time because you can't do your job, then it's just not me you need. You need somebody else. You need somebody who can do sound if that is important, or somebody who can take your way of treating people, or I don't know, somebody who can survive your way of treating people, because I can't, and I won't survive being treated like this. I'm tired of that. And I kinda always will be tired of that. My kinder business wasn't for them. So that was what makes me crazy. And I know that's I shouldn't rant about that in that way, but I kinda do, because I kinda becomes annoyed when I have to when I have to be treated like an idiot by stupid people who can't do the job, and that's the reason why I have to do my job. I don't want to be abused by a employer, because abusement is just not my style of work. And that is also what I tried to say last year with my video and my film. That I tried to say that I wanted to be somebody that we're not a guy just being abused by the community, being abused by the states. And I felt that I was being abused by somebody because they didn't know what to do with me at some point in my life, and then they just said, then fuck you, because we don't know what to do with you. and they literally just destroyed like 3 or 4 years of my life. And those 3 or 4 years, that hit me so hard that it actually took me about 5 years before I went over it fully. And I'm not actually sure whether I actually went over it, but I feel like I went over it. And that might be the thing. Yeah, but so anyway, I might be maybe recording some Factorio stuff for a commercial against a not against, this would just be stupid, but I got an idea that I want to do something, not against anybody, but to make a joke about the way that some people create things in Factorio, and how they really should create things in Factorio. But that's only my personal opinion, and that is not for you to hear right now, because I am just a ranter. But if you so choose to think that you would really like to support me as a person and stuff, I don't have a Patreon, and I don't have anything that I can give on Patreon. I wish really that I did, but if you think that you really wanted to support me and really wanted to maybe help me make YouTube a thing that maybe I can live off, I don't know, and stuff, then you can donate. I was disconnected from being AFK, okay. But you can basically donate to my to my PayPal account, and any donation counts. Like a donation of $3 is still $3, and a donation of $1 is still $1. And I know that you can all spare $1. Even I can spare $1. And if you don't can spare $1 and don't think that you want to spend $1 on me, that's totally fine. There's more ways than just that $1 which you can use to help me. You can share the video, you can like the video, you can tell people about the video, and if that is your way of doing it, then do it. You can leave a comment saying that you think that this is a great video, and if you do so, then your comment will be approved, and I will also be happy. And if people continues on to share the videos, like the videos, I might start to make more of them, and I might start to make more live streams and stuff. And if you want to come in and join the Discord calls when we record random shit, then you can just go to the Twitch channel, and there's a Discord button. You can just click on that, and then you can just instantly go to Discord, and you are invited into the channel. Be aware that there's only 2 open rooms for people, but you don't need to roll on Discord in order to get that. And the open rooms is just for everybody. So be aware of that. And I will leave you now here with this beautiful picture of this stupid factory. And I hope that you all will have a great time until we see each other next time. Lolpi. And hopefully this time I forget the after rant.